What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome to day 19 of the Football Manager Advent Calendar Challenge. We are back again as always. If you missed yesterday's episode, the letter was V. It was a tricky letter, but we made it work. We actually got a fairly good player, I think. And, well, let's get into this day. We have the Box of Destiny. It's back as always. There's still all the post-it notes in there. Or what's left of them, I guess, at this point, really. I'm going to give them a swirl. Hand goes in. Hand comes out. It's all part of the routine now. It's not the first time we've done this. The letter today, it's going to be the letter W with a line underneath, so I don't think it's a second M. See, I did think when I did all this, right, the letter is W. We had V yesterday. Maybe we can get a player twice as good today. Let's bring on the wheel. Okay, guys, so we are back as always. The wheel. It's back. It's here. It's now. Let's click and give it a spin. Hopefully it can be good to us. Wheel, be kind. Give us something good. What is it going to be today? It's going to be literally nothing. Literally nil pois. £0. The letter W. Oh boy. Right. Hopefully we can get something better. I didn't mention it, but yesterday I did start headbutting my desk at one point. So if that doesn't entice you to go back and give it a watch, nothing ever will. Hopefully we can refrain from doing that today. But with no money and the letter W, things aren't looking that great. Okay guys, so welcome back here to Santa Claus FC. Today we have our local rivals, a team I was warned about by some of my Finnish viewers when I started this series. This team are ROPS. As you can see, they are currently in 9th. We're currently in 4th. We're doing well. We're not doing as bad as I thought we were. Unfortunately, the teams above us have games in hand, but we can just only keep winning the games that we can. Of course, today, it's not looking so great, is it, on the letter front, because it's got to be the letter W, and it's got to be a player worth, at most, £0. And, well, we can get rid of the goalkeeper, but when we look here, there's not going to be, I don't think, a whole lot of options. What I could do is look at internationals and see if there's any players with caps. So there's this guy, Pierre Vom, or Vom, I don't know, it sounds good, doesn't it, either way. Looks like he spent the majority of his career in France. Oh, actually, all around Europe. He played for Fulham at some point. He's aged, how old is he? 37. Might be a little bit old for me. I'm sorry, mate. Who else have we got here? We've got this guy, Rundell Winchester. Plays for a team, I'm going to be honest, never heard of. They play in Finland. They're apparently an amateur team. He looks okay, but he's not great. Are there any other good options here? It doesn't look like there's a whole lot kind of jumping out at me, if I'm honest. I feel like, I don't know, we have no money. I can't exactly be that picky with the players that we have. Maybe I could throw up a few attributes and see if we can just find a player. I wouldn't mind getting in a new backup striker. Let's just put finishing as at least 14 and see if anyone comes up. No one comes up. It's not looking good, is it? We've got a few options here. They're all English. The first player we have, Charles Anthony Weston Hayes. Or Haleys. Or Haleys. We'll go with Haleys. It's a great name. It's a very big mouthful of a name. I don't know if that would roll off the tongue. I feel like a nickname would be tricky. We have Levi Wright. We have Tom Woods. We have Daniel Williams. He's okay. Daniel Wakeham. And James Root. Now, I feel like I'm at a disadvantage here in the sense that because we have no money, obviously we're kind of looking at free agents here, and because it's quite far on in the series now in November, there's not so many free agents available, unfortunately for us. I'm not blown away by any of the players we've seen. It's not looking particularly good. There's a player here who my scouts have recommended. I mean, he doesn't even have a last name beginning with the letter W, but I don't think I'd be picking him up even if he did. Yeah, this is not going to be good today, I don't think. Let's try one more just different random attribute. Let's go with, I don't know, tackling. Tackling is at least 13. A few players thrown up. Any good players? Jordan Wilmore here. He's not completely terrible compared to some of the options we've seen. Josh Williams here. We also have this guy. I mean, he's not bad. James, I guess it would be Velovsky, if I had to guess. What nationality is he got? Is that Australian? I guess it is. Yeah, it's Australian, but he has also got Polish nationality. He doesn't seem that good, James, here. I might go with him. He's a centre mid. He plays for Geesley. Let's give him a chance. I think he's going to be the man for us. He's valued at nothing, so we can bring him in, move him to our team. £0 for him. And he is going to join our ranks. We've got a few dilemmas here. Ronaldinho Snow out injured. So we've got to take him off. I think we'll bring in Ashley Cole for him. Although Himyar might have been an option. We do need a left back for today's game. That is going to fall on Liam Jinglebell to play there, of course. Because We released our left-back last episode. And Xhaka is out injured, but we need to play Velovsky anyway. So we can bring him in. He is carrying a minor injury and a fractured wrist, so I am going to heal him. That was something that we discussed way back in this series, kind of the fact we'd heal players if we signed them and they had an injury, just to kind of make sure that we could sign any player that kind of came up. Anyway, I might play Jordi Himya instead of Ashley Cole in the playmaker role. I actually quite like Himya. I think he's probably slightly better suited to it, and I like the fact he's got some decent pace. It kind of helps with our counter-attack style of play. I'm going to play Matuidi, I think, at the centre mid deep line playmaker role, and then we'll bring in Velovsky here to play box to box. He's not got great physicals getting up and down the pitch, but his mentals aren't too bad, and there's definitely worse players out there, so we'll see what he can do. Of course, we've got Victor Valdez in goal. Liam Jinglebell playing at left back. That will probably be now our main left back, I imagine, for the rest of our time here at Santa Claus FC, now that we released the Nightmare Before Christmas last episode. Fill my stockings up and no ho 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 at the back. Wagner Christmas at right back. Elf, Modric and Velovsky, the new man on the block. We then have Himya, Friesman and Candy Cane to make up the kind of peak and the tip of our arrow that is our Christmas tree formation. Today we take on Rops. They're in 9th, we're in 4th. This is a game we are expected to win, and hopefully we can get the result that we want to today. The players, the tactical familiarity, it's almost there on some of the players now. Of course, another disadvantage with this series and the way that things go and the way we approach players is simply that because there's always a new player coming in, and the tactical familiarity is never that great. Anyway, looking at their team, they've actually got Sacco playing up front for them. I mean, he's quite good, isn't he? They've signed him for £7 million. He's got 3 goals in 4 games so far. Who else have they got here? Have they signed any other monstrous players that we need to be wary of? They've got some pretty good players here, in truth. They've got a bit of a mixed bag, of course. They've still got kind of a blend of some of the players I imagine they started with, but they've definitely added some strength to their team, particularly in the final third. Sacco up front, a little bit scary. How much money is he on a week? He's on £210,000. I'd move to Finland for that kind of money. Right, let's see what we can do here. Sacco, the big threat, I think, in this game. We're hoping that Fill My Stockings Up and Oh Ho 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 can kind of shut him down. This is going to be a tricky game, but we'll see what we can do. It's against our local rivals. We are at home for this match, and hopefully Santa Claus FC, we can come away with the W, come away with the win in this game. Let's see how we get on. And looking for a big performance by Liam Jinglebell, and if we could, well, refrain from giving away a penalty, refrain from getting anyone sent off, that would be ideal. In truth, you know, I just want to try and win some games. We drew yesterday 2-2. It could have been worse. It was against the team who are bottom of the table, though, which you'd kind of expect us to win, and we didn't. We bottled it. We were unlucky, though, I guess, but at the same time, we want to set the record straight. Elf, don't do some crazy fouls. It looked like he was lunging in like crazy there, Elf at centre mid, and yeah, as I said already, don't want any more sendings off. Don't let Sacco get there. It's the first shot of the game for them. It's the first goal of the game. It's like Sacco's 4th goal in 5 games. 20 minutes gone. We knew he was going to be their big danger man in the final third, and well, he has punished us here, and it's not the start I was looking for. You know, when I started this series, when I started this match, went into this episode, I wasn't sat there thinking 20 minutes gone, we'll concede the first goal. That was never in the script. Unfortunately for us, just some poor marking. Who is that there? Is that... It's Fill My Stockings Up. He looks scared of the ball, bless him. Come on, Phil. I know you're not having the greatest time in real life at United at the moment, and you're probably going to end up moving on in January, if not the end of the year, but, you know, I believe in you here to do a good job for us. Liam Jinglebell at left back. He's on a booking, and now Modric has given away a penalty. We have a curse with left backs getting sent off. The Nightmare Before Christmas was sent off there twice. Liam Angel has been sent off at left back. Ritual's on a booking now. Can we stop it? Victor Valdez! He got a hand on the ball, but it wasn't enough. 2 shots at top Rops, 2 goals. Oh, I thought he had saved this. For a second, my heart believed. He goes the right way. He gets a strong hand, but it's not strong enough. I'm just going to flick my hair in disgust, in dissatisfaction. I mean, the issue is here that we've actually probably been the better team. We've just not created great opportunities yet. I say yet. I've still got faith in the boys here to turn around this game. Liam Jinglebell, I mean, he's enjoying the hoof ball play. Eventually finds his way to Candy Cane. Long way out. Very, very ambitious effort there. Definitely trying to kind of score, well, from a very unlikely position, I think it's fair to say, Candy Cane. It's, well, 2-0 to Rops. They've had 2 shots on target. They've both gone in. It's been a common trend, hasn't it, with this save? Has been our inability to really do that well. Let's try and exploit the middle. Look for overlap. Let's add some instructions on. If in doubt, add instructions. We're going to go on the attack in the second half. We're really going to go for it. So anyone who's just not performing this game, Modric is on a 6.1, of course. That's Matuidi. He gave away a penalty. We've got Isaacson, who we could bring on for him. Himyar's not had a great game. Friesman's not had a great game. I'm going to take off Himyar and I'm going to bring in Ashley Cole. We'll make our first change there. Unfortunately, Ronaldinho Snow out injured. Bit of a miss for us, him, I feel like. I feel like his creativity is core to the way that we play. Not that, if I'm honest, I ever imagined that was going to be the case. Like when I started this series, I didn't look at him as thinking he was going to be my long-term playmaker. But he's been good for us. But today, without him, we've struggled. And Rops, our local rivals, they've still only had 2 shots on target. They've still both gone in, though. Wagner Christmas, can he whip in a ball? He can. Liam Jinglebell, the left-back. Candy Kane, oh, he's got to do better. He hits the target, but, I mean, it's straight at the keeper. He collects it with ease. He says, thank you very much. Gobbles it up. Time is ticking away here. It's not been a classic as far as we're concerned, this match. Let's throw men forward. Let's go on the attack. Isaacson, get on the pitch for Victor Elf. We'll play Friesman as I don't know, we'll play him as a striker too. We're just throwing men forward at this part. I'm just trying to make a pretty looking kind of formation, you know. We're late on now in the Christmas period. You know, we got our Christmas tree set up very early this Christmas. It's got a little bit wilted on one side here. We've lost half of it. One side, you know, it stopped drooping quite so much. It's kind of tilting. It's on its way down. What am I drawing here? What is this? It's just, I mean, it's just a pretty shape, really. Let's go with this. Can the comeback happen? That's the dream. The dream is for something to happen here. We're playing an asymmetric something. An asymmetric Christmas tree formation. I still don't really have the options on the bench to change the game going forward. And I should have that sorted by now. Rops are going to win with 2 shots on target. We've been awful when it's come to our finishing. We've had 2 half chances, 1 clear-cut chance. We've been FM'd. We've been football managered. I hate that term, but I know how people feel like. It doesn't happen as often to me as it seems to happen to every other person on the internet. But when it happens, it's disgusting, and it's happened again here. Rops, 2 shots. 1 was a penalty. Only really have ourselves to blame. Boys, not happy with that result. Not happy with this episode. It's not gone to plan. We've lost to our local rivals. We've dropped down to 5th. And, well, the dream of finishing 2nd is looking like it is not going to be a reality. We might have to settle for simply trying to finish top 3. Because anything above that seems a little bit out of our reach at this moment in time. It is worth noting that our Football Manager season for the Advent Calendar Challenge actually ends on the 24th of December. So like I thought about it, isn't it? So that's something to look forward to. Only 5 more games to play. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series as always. Hopefully I'll see you guys on the next one as well. If you have enjoyed today, leave a like. I just switched to our intro screen so you can see me all big. Here I am. I probably look worse, bigger to be honest. But no, that's all for today. Not the greatest result. Not the greatest run of form really when you look at it. It's like it's all gone wrong in recent times. It's like since, what, the end of August, all the teams in Iceland, I almost said, in Finland, have decided to splash their money. Who's been signed recently? Romagnoli, Iheanacho, Savic, Cancelo, Mbemba, Ki-Sung Young. I mean, you can look through here. The teams are definitely strengthened and we haven't. Simply put, it's not been good enough. But hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully the wheel can be kind to us and actually give us some dollar to spend. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? I've just realised you couldn't see a list of the players being signed. Here it is again. This has turned into a calamity. This is what happens when I get FM'd. I get flustered. I don't know what's happening. Here's the transfers. If you want to have a look, I'm using this as my excuse and I'm going to run with it. They've got better teams than me. They don't have a wheel giving them their players. Anyway, that is going to be all from me, guys. Thank you for watching. It is me, Jack. I will see you guys tomorrow as always. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.